Hi, everybody, and welcome to the professional development here at Broomfield Heights Middle School. The goal today and purpose of this webinar is to address some of these major concerns that we have around behavior here at BHMS. So today, kind of how today is going to go, we're going to start with just describing these two major problems that we're experiencing currently. We're going to have time to discuss barriers, strategies for resolution. We're even going to have multiple breakout sessions where you guys will be able to kind of interact, even though we're online, to brainstorm ideas around this problem. By the end of today's webinar, we will start to explain action steps that we will begin to take to help us get to our solutions and fix these major problems. Um, get yourselves ready, and I look forward to being with all of you today. So, the first major issue that we have established here at BHMS is a lack of authority from our administration. Administrators currently are not enforcing school rules. They're not providing adequate consequences to students when they are breaking school rules. They also aren't recognizing students who continue to meet expectations and follow all school rules throughout their entire school day. As a result, students have become defiant towards administrators, and staff does not feel supported from our administrators in terms of student behavior. The second major issue that we are experiencing here at BHMS is an increase in student behavior referrals. Students have begun to feel like they can rule the school and do whatever they want without consequences due to the lack of authority from our administrators. For this reason, there has been a significant increase in the number of behavior referrals that are put in to the office due to negative, poor behaviors from students. This behavior is occurring in all parts of the building, from the hallways to the classrooms, from the cafeteria to the recess yard. In these areas, students are demonstrating negative behaviors that have a huge impact on our school culture and environment. Within our classrooms, the behavior has gotten so bad that students are unable to focus, they're unable to learn, and as a result, we are seeing a decline in student academic success. All right, it is time for breakout session number 1. Your first task is to go navigate to this link that is showing on the screen right now. This is going to take you to a Jamboard, which is a platform we can kind of use together. Even though we're not in person, we can still collaborate and discuss our thoughts and ideas. Okay, so this is the Jamboard for breakout session number 1. So when you click on that link I was showing earlier, this is what it should take you to. On here, you'll see we've got kind of a 3-column chart here. So we've got a column for ideas that represent how do these problems affect our students, a column for how do these problems affect our staff, and a column for how do these problems affect our community. So what you're going to do is you're going to use this toolbar over here on the left. And specifically, I would like you to use the 4th icon down. This is the sticky note icon. You're going to click on it, and it'll open you up to a screen like this. The first thing I would like you to add is your name, so we know who is adding this idea or comment. And then all you're going to do is just type out a really short, brief little idea that you would like to add to each of the 3 columns. So total, I would like you to have 3 sticky notes, 1 per column. So for example, maybe one idea I have for the first column is poor grades. When I'm done, if you'd like to change the color, feel free. Then you're going to click Save. And now I can kind of drag it into the column where I think it belongs. So now everybody can see that one of my ideas to this question is poor grades. Again, I would like you to add 3 sticky notes, 1 per column, and then you'll be able to kind of look and see what other people are coming up with as well. One possible solution that we could use to help resolve some of the issues we have here at BHMS is to begin to collaborate together as a staff. Research suggests that all teachers need collaboration and support in order to help students realize success. If, as a group, we can come together and problem solve, we can solve these problems. One idea we had was grade level team leaders could facilitate a meeting within each grade level to gather input from staff members regarding the current problems around behavior at our school. Then, team leaders would present this information to administrators so that together as a whole school, we can begin to collaborate to problem solve our student behavior issue and hopefully, as a result, improve academic performance. In order to effectively communicate our ideas and feelings, we must use supportive communication. Supportive communication promotes teacher ownership of the actions needed to fully embrace positive change within an educational community. Through collaboration and supportive communication, together we can organize our thoughts and ideas and present them in a way that's meaningful and respectful. Without this supportive communication tool, we will not be successful and thus let our students and our entire school community down. With our success comes barriers. So far, we have brainstormed 4 major barriers that might affect our success. The first barrier we came up with is an inconsistency among staff when it comes to enforcing school rules. If we want to hold our students accountable, we have to all be on the same page. Second is a lack of parent support. Parents, for whatever reason, often are unwilling to admit that their children makes mistakes, and as a result, they don't support our decision making here at BHMS. This additionally adds more inconsistencies between what happens here at school and at home. The third barrier we've come up with is a lack of support from administrators. As we've mentioned, this is already one of our initial problems. Our administration doesn't always seem to support us when it comes to behavior management, so that could become a barrier. The fourth is the resistance from our school district, Boulder Valley, at supporting the decisions and policies that we want to come up with as a school to improve the behavior that we are experiencing in the classroom and elsewhere in our building. It's time for breakout session number 2. We're going to go back to the Jamboard again. So here's the link again. I'd like you to navigate to this page. Okay, so for this breakout session, you are going to do 2 things. One, you are going to add a sticky note again to both of the boxes here. So, any additional strategies that you feel like you can think of right now that we could use to problem solve with, and any other additional barriers. So, again, you're going to click on the sticky note, you're going to type an idea into the text box and hit save, and it will add your idea. The second thing you're doing is using these icons on the sides to kind of identify which of your peers' ideas you agree with. So, for example, say this sticky note here I agreed with. I'm going to drag this thumbs up icon to the sticky note and put it right next to it to let people know I also agree with this or I think this is a great idea. In order to achieve our solutions that we desire, we need to follow these action steps. So, step one is as grade level teams, we need to meet together, and team leads will facilitate a discussion to talk and discuss about our current situation. Step two is to consolidate our ideas. Grade levels will need to kind of put all these ideas into one document so that we can share this with administrators. Step three is team leaders will need to present these ideas to our administrators to share these thoughts and feelings with them so that for step five, administration can schedule time for all staff members to meet and collaborate in order to create a new and improved behavior system within our school. These action steps will ultimately result in a new school wide behavior system that we come up with together as an entire staff. This whole school behavior system will have clear expectations, that will reward and praise positive behavior and provide clear consequences for poor behavior. This ultimately will hopefully improve our student behavior and thus improve academic performance in the classroom because classrooms are more conducive for learning with less disruptive, distractive behavior. Okay, time for our final breakout session. Again, one last time, you're going to navigate to this webpage. For this final breakout session, very similar to the last one, you're going to add sticky notes again into the Jamboard, same as you've been doing. This time, you are adding one sticky note to the box that says additional action steps to identify any other ideas you might have, and a second sticky note into the additional resources. So any resources you think we might need in order to carry out these action steps. Again, using the icons out on the left and right, I want you to put a thumbs up next to sticky notes that you think are great ideas or that you agree with. Go ahead. Hi, everyone. Just want to thank you all for attending our webinar today. There is an exit survey I would like you to fill out. It is a Google form, so I'll leave the link at the end of the webinar so that you can navigate to that page and complete the exit survey. Thanks so much for attending, and I hope you found it useful. Bye.